Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Royce. I am your runner.
It's Bill again from Project Mayhem.
And we're going to cover a couple of topics today. The first one, are you ready for Lipo? Melee weapons. What the hell was the third one?
And brand bashing.
Yeah, brand bashing. Let's get into the video. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of On the Couch. I want to say thank you to everybody who got on the Facebook page, which is linked down in the description below, and sent us some topics to talk about because we couldn't think of anything. We talked about it last week, talked about it this week, still couldn't think of anything. So we left it up to the Runner Facebook Battle Buds. That being said, again, click those links below. His Facebook and my Facebook are both down in the description. Go follow us and like us and see the stuff that we post. A lot of times it's just industry stuff. Sometimes it's stupid stuff. We share a lot of each other's stuff. But while you're doing that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channels down below. And now we're going to talk about, are you ready for Lipo or not? Are you airsoft enough for Lipo?
And we're talking about the person, not the gun.
Well, no, so there's a big, what is it? It's like a buzzword that companies use, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they're like, this gun, and it's Lipo ready, and da, and I'm like, that means, so it means you can hook up a battery to it? Because Lipo is just a certain chemical storage for the electricity of the battery.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all it is. It's a more efficient method of storage. And because of the efficiency of the discharge and, you know, the capacities of it and all that, yeah, it can change the performance of a gun to a certain extent. But just because a gun says Lipo ready, that means absolutely nothing. That just means your gun can take a battery.
Yeah. Like, they make different types of batteries for cars. They all work the same. Some of them have different pros and cons compared to others, just like Lipo compared to nickel metal halide. Right?
Hydrate. Nickel metal hydrate.
Hydrate.
Yeah. And that's
the bulb.
And that's one of the big things. So nickel metal hydride technology has been around for
God, who knows?
I don't even know. We could probably look it up. I mean, we have the Google on the phones. Yeah.
Like around the time when Lord of the Rings was set.
Why are we talking about Lord of the Rings now?
It was an old joke, you moron.
Okay. Oh, hey, I get it. Okay, I get it now. I made it there. But yeah, so Nimmies.
Nimmies?
That's what they're called.
Nimmies?
I've heard a lot of people call them Nimmies. I've heard a lot of people call... Right now, comments below. You ever heard anybody else call them Nimmies? I've heard them called Nimmies. Comments down below. Yes, no, maybe so.
Also comment your thoughts on if they're friends with forest spirits and sprites.
The fuck language did you just speak?
I said it because Nimmi sounds like some little fucking magical forest creature. I'm not wrong, think about it. You have no imagination.
Alright, so we're leaving Bill's Dungeons and Dragons world. And
hey! It's your wife's too, motherfucker.
What?
Your wife plays D&D as well.
Not very often.
That's because there's no one around here to play with, to be fair. There isn't. Anyway.
Okay. What the fuck happened to this conversation?
I made fun of you for Nimmies. That's what happened.
Alright, so anyway, nickel metal hydride batteries or NIM batteries or Nimmies or whatever you want to call them. The technology's been around forever. That's why a lot of beginner airsoft guns will be shipped with them. And they're a battery. They hold electricity kind of okay, and they dispel electricity kind of okay. And then somebody along the way was like, hey, let's build batteries out of lithium polymer. Hence Lipo. And they did that, and they were like, wow, this works way better than a NIM battery does, so we're going to use that. The term Lipo ready doesn't really mean much. It's kind of a buzzword. They're trying to say, hey, we've upgraded this gun, to be able to handle LiPo batteries. And I mean, I would think because of the discharge on a LiPo battery, your gun's going to be able to handle a 7.4 volt LiPo. Your gun's going to be able to handle an 11.1 volt if it's anything newer than like 5 or 6 years ago. Bill's, yours doesn't count because it's old as hell and it was beat to crap before you got it.
I was going to say, all guns can stand up to an 11.1 for a little bit. I got about 12 shots before caught fire.
Well, yeah, but his was also wired horribly wrong.
That's actually, might be the stock wiring. I'm not sure.
I don't know, but that...
It wasn't. It was
most guns now, we're not talking guns like 15, 20 years ago or 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. Guns now, as of 2018, February 10th is when this video is being recorded. Guns now, they're going to be able to handle LiPos. All LiPos do is they discharge at a faster rate in a lot of cases, or they hold electricity better and they regulate electricity better. That being said, because of that discharge, you don't really want to like step up into like, what are they, like the 14.8 volts or something like that? I wouldn't step up to those because that is a lot of juice going through your wiring, and those do require some protection, but industry standard 7.4s and 11.1s, most guns can handle those, especially because like every company now is doing MOSFETs in their guns, like every single company. So let's dispel the myth. LiPo ready is more usable for an airsoft player than the guns, because God, how many posts have you seen in all the groups that were in, hey, I'm thinking about LiPo batteries, but I'm not sure how many of those posts have you seen?
It's a lot of ones, and it's good people are asking.
Yeah, good people are asking.
Because say someone doesn't know that you're supposed to plug that into a smart charger or a balance charger, and all they have is a Nimmi charger that goes into the normal Tamiya, and they plug the LiPo into the Tamiya connector and plug that charger into the wall. They're gonna blow up and catch their house on fire.
Yeah, and that's...
But I don't know if you know, back in the day, it's not as bad now because they have fixed a lot. The balance chargers have come a long way, but years and years ago, when I was in middle school, my stepdad was in RC cars a lot, and LiPo batteries just started to come on the scene for RC cars. And in the instructions sent with the LiPo batteries and charger, it specifically said, surround it with cinder blocks and set a cinder block on top of the battery and charge it on a concrete floor. It straight up said, make a box of cinder blocks in case it goes wrong and blows up. That's when LiPos first hit RC cars and the chargers. Nobody knew how to do it right.
You said middle school?
For me, yeah, it was like 8th grade for me.
What was that like?
A long time ago. I was 12.
Jesus, so 14 years ago.
So 1994. Yeah.
Wow. So 14 years.
No, that was 2004.
I was going to say 94? What the hell is wrong with you? You're not that old.
I can't math.
I know he can't. Anyway, so so 14 years ago.
Yeah, that's literally, it said in the instructions, surround with cinder blocks.
Yeah, so
now
you just plug it into a balanced charger. And I think that's where a lot of people get afraid of
yeah.
And a lot of people ask, they're like, well, this gun says it's LiPo ready, but I don't have LiPo batteries. Can I still run the gun? Yeah, you're probably going to suffer some performance because they're trying to design the guns for faster, quicker triggers and so on and so forth.
Basically what people upgrade their guns to anyway.
Yeah, essentially. And that's just the way that the industry is moving now. Like, I'm waiting for the day that they start shipping guns with 7.4s.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. Well, that's like...
my nose itches.
On websites like eVic and whatnot, when you buy a battery and charger, the battery charger and gun packs, they come with NIMS.
Yeah.
And like the RPK specifically would have come with an L-shaped stack to fit into the stock perfectly if I would have gotten it. But that thing does good with the 7.4 that I don't have. I gotta get that back.
Where is it?
Hobbs.
Wait, why does he have it?
Because I left it in the gun case, he had the M14 in.
Oh, okay.
But I have that.
Yeah. So,
but speaking of the RPK, that didn't say I don't think it said LiPo ready.
Uh-uh.
But It holds up at 11.1 perfectly fine. It's a magazine that can't keep up.
Yeah, the SEMA RPK, really well on 11.1. It doesn't say LiPo ready. But that's the thing, is that every gun is LiPo ready. Every gun can run a battery. Yep. LiPo doesn't, like, magically change how the battery works. It still holds juice.
And for those of you that want to argue that, I will straight up go to Walmart, get a $30 gun with a Tamiya connector, and put a 7.4 in it and run it for a game to prove us right. Because we're right.
Mm-hmm. You're making some bold claims right now.
I don't give a shit. I'll go to Walmart. I'll go to Walmart Monday. I gotta go to work Monday, so no. But I will. I'll go to Walmart and get a crap battery or a crap gun.
Yeah, get a crap gun. I mean, and that's the thing is that, I mean, the wiring may not be. I mean, whenever you're talking about electricity, you gotta have, you know, the wiring that's gonna stand up to it and all that. And if something's wired not good, that might suffer. But and essentially that's what they're talking about. Is they're saying that at the rate that LiPos usually discharge, this gun's going to be able to handle it. But every gun can handle it. Yeah. It's just for how long, because it's extra wear and tear. You know, it's like putting it's like putting like 3 super turbos in a stock engine. It might run it for a minute, but it's gonna you know. It's gonna wear the engine out a lot faster.
That's like with the RPK. I don't run that 11.1 all the time. I just ran it to see. That thing uses a 7.4 reliably without problems. So that's why I use it. It can do an 11.1, but still got a polycarbonate piston. Don't feel like breaking that gun anytime soon.
Yeah, but, I mean, and for anybody that's worried about LiPo, like I said, it's not the guns. All guns are LiPo ready. All guns. I cannot stress that enough. Because I've seen a lot of this. I mean, you go to any of the websites out there, and it's not their fault. I mean, it's an advertising tactic that people are trying to use to sell guns. I mean, it's LiPo ready. Well, LiPo ready, that must mean it's better than... No, they might have beefed up the wiring in it a little bit, maybe. But, I mean... They probably didn't do anything else. That's actually probably all that they did was, this gun's LiPo ready. Okay, so it's probably just got maybe slightly beefier wiring in it than your normal non-LiPo ready gun, which can handle LiPos. But the question is, and I see this a lot, are you ready for LiPo? Are you LiPo ready? As an airsofter. I know a lot of guys play with 9.6s. Nope, heard too many people catch their house on fire. Yeah, but that doesn't happen. Still don't want to chance it, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It'll happen. You gotta watch your batteries. They get puffy. Don't charge a puffy battery. You know, you split a hole in the side of it. Don't charge it. You know, don't charge it through the It's got a charging port and a discharge port. Don't charge it through the discharge port. That shit don't work.
And for those of you that don't know, this little one, the little flat connector, that's the charge port.
Yep.
This is the pew-pew port.
Yep.
I realized this was sitting here, and I'm like,
yeah, while we're talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish this would have fit.
Yeah.
I bought this for my Vector, and it needs to be that much shorter. That much shorter.
What they should do, they should just make a thing that just pops out that little bit extra.
Yeah, an extended battery.
Wouldn't that make sense? Like a $20 thing?
Well, we have friends with 3D printers.
3D printing away. All right. I think we beat that one to death. All guns are LiPo ready. All guns take batteries, except for the gas-powered ones. Those don't, or the spring ones. Those
just
don't.
Put a GIF of someone beating a dead horse.
Even HPAs take batteries. Some HPAs do.
Yeah.
So yeah, if it takes. That's literally LiPo ready means it can take a battery.
LiPo ready. And your gun will work when you get in the box.
Don't fall for the tactics. Don't be a good consumer. Be an informed consumer. Don't let buzzwords make you buy stuff, because you'll buy stuff that doesn't work. I buy stuff that doesn't work, but I don't buy it from online shops and stuff because I'm poor. I get all my stuff used and abused, and then I have to tear it open 5 million times to figure out why it doesn't work.
And I have the problem with used guns where they just don't work.
What's our next topic?
What was it? Are you Lipo?
The melee.
Melee weapons.
Melee.
Yes. Up close and personal with your friends.
How do you
axe.
feel? I know, right? How do you feel about melee weapons?
I love melee weapons.
I think they're fun. I think they add another dynamic into the like the role playing aspect of airsoft. It's fun. You go out there and swing stuff at people, and now I think that there should be like rules at your field for melee weapons,
like ours.
Yeah, like ours. Like it's got to be like our field has to approve a melee weapon. If they're like, no, that's not a melee, I'll be like, well, this other field says it isn't. Like that's great. Our field doesn't.
And some other things: don't hit people in the head. Don't get a full back swing, only like half a swing, and really don't hit people in the head. I'm not sure what their rule is on throwing melee weapons. Because it's never been specified in the morning meetings. If
they're the foam ones, I don't know. I mean, there are rules around it. I know a lot of people are like, I don't like melee weapons. I know a lot of people do like melee weapons. Most people I know like them because I think it just adds that extra element into the game, Yeah. Like you turn a corner and a dude just like, chest taps you with like an axe or whatever, or a Grim Reaper staff, a scythe, that's what I was looking for. And, it's that extra, I mean, Bill's gonna die.
Grim Reaper staff.
Mm-hmm. It happened. We caught it on camera, Bill.
I know.
It happened.
At least he calls it a sword and not a metal pokey stick.
I didn't call it a sword. I called it a scythe.
No, I'm just saying swords. Never. I'm saying at least you didn't call a sword. I hate having to explain jokes to you. You don't get simple jokes. It's weird.
I'm way too analytical for simple jokes. They don't make sense to me a lot of the time. It sucks. Because people are like, really? That's not funny? I'm like, no. They're like, but this is the joke. I'm like, yeah. Anyway, melee weapons, Bill. What kind of melee weapon do you want to run?
A fish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
fish.
So Cursus, for those of you who don't know, Cursus does a lot of like PSA foam stuff and like...
a lot of model making.
Severed
hands and severed... There's a video somewhere. I wish I remembered where it was, but they shot a severed foam finger out of one of those gas-powered grenade launchers.
Oh, yeah.
But he makes melee weapons and sells them and stuff at the field, and one of his melee weapons is a fish. And I want to hit somebody with a fish.
And our field will allow it.
Yes.
I think they'll allow it primarily because they do support him and what he does, and he's a very, very big character out here in the Colorado Airsoft community.
Yeah, and definitely with the post-apocalyptic community we got here.
Oh yeah, I love the post-apoc guys.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
They're all just a great bunch, at least all the ones that I've met.
Yeah,
haven't really met any a-hole guys.
No, and I have random Facebook friends from the Apocalypse group that I haven't met in real life that are really cool.
Yeah, no, but I want to get a freaking two-sided axe.
Mm-hmm. I want to say, I forget his name, but the video I just showed you, or the guy right in the beginning, that said you're my favorite person to shoot. He has a double-sided axe on his back that Cursus made, or he made. It looks like something Cursus made.
Yeah, so melee weapons are definitely fun to have out on the field. They definitely bring that layer of fantasy or sci-fi or... Dude, I wonder if, just for the hell of it, if Cursus would make me like a fake chainsaw that goes on the front of a gun. What, right, dude? Just underslung, like... Come on, that'd be great! Cursus!
No.
Cursus, you gotta make me an underslung chainsaw!
You don't even know what you've done.
I've done it.
Remember the USA Today post? Possible gun attachments. Chainsaw.
Oh. So,
the memes are becoming a reality.
Yeah, comments down below.
The memes are becoming
What
a
are
reality.
your favorite melee weapons to have out on the field? What do you guys dig, using with your loadouts that work? I know some guys, they just carry those, those little rubber tactical knives. And, I mean,
I wonder if you could get a toy ballistic knife like from Call of Duty, the ones that shoot.
Oh, that should totally count as kill.
Yeah,
you just hit it and just go. Oh, that'd be sweet. CO2 power?
Spring, because the real ones are spring.
That'd be sweet.
Now we need to see if they make those.
Hey, find a link down below. Do the comments. Seriously, do the comments, people. Seriously.
Do our research for us, because we'll be playing tomorrow.
No, not even do the research. Just let us know that you love us. In the comments. Down below. His channel too.
We're going to get no comments now. Nobody loves us.
Somebody will. Someone will love us, Bill.
I mean, besides your wife and the dogs.
My wife doesn't love me. Yeah, let's go to topic 3.
And topic 3 is something that we noticed a lot tonight that a friend of mine brought up. Brand bashing. People that look down on like more kind of budget guns, even though they've never used them. They think they're better because they spend real world money at real world prices on really fake guns.
Yeah, so we're in an airsoft group. We're in like 20 of them.
We're in far
Facebook.
too many.
Huh?
We're in far too many.
Dude, that's all my Facebook wall is now. Like, I have to, like, reset my Facebook wall anymore to be like, okay, I need to stop seeing all this airsoft crap. I want something. Oh, hey, the news. Nope, want nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with
people. Where are the people? Where's the people?
Oh, but anyway, there's this post, and this guy is like,
it was a bait post. It was straight up a troll post.
Oh yeah,
because his buddy commented on my joke.
Yeah.
He's like, I told him not to do this, but it worked.
It worked. Yes, and many of us fell for the bait, but it was fun. But the problem is there are actually people out there like this. I've actually met people like this.
Oh yeah.
So I was in a very brief time to find out about my Masada. For a very brief time, I was in like in a Masada group on Facebook.
I've heard some things.
Yeah, and my Masada is one of the older ones, like back when A&K and PTS, like first started building the things together. Outside's fully licensed PTS Masada, not an ACR. Internals are A&K. It's old. I mean, the thing's like, I have the box. The thing's like 2011, like 2011, 2012, old. But it's not a new PTS Masada. And I remember being in a group and just trying to find it. It said, because my gun says PTS Masada on it. So I didn't know there's A&Ks and ACRs, and I didn't know that at the time. I just bought a used gun from a guy. I was trying to figure it out. And I get in this group, and I was like, hey, is this going to work? And I was like, here's the info on the gun. And the guy was like, well, that doesn't make sense. Send me a picture of it. So I sent him a picture of it, and he goes, yeah. And he said something to the effect of, well, that's not a real Masada. He's like, that's not a real Masada. So, and I'm like, well, okay, that doesn't answer my question. I'm asking a question for a part that I need to buy to replace on the damn thing. And the guy's like, he's like, don't get mad at me because you bought an inferior product. I'm like, what? Are you freaking kidding me right now? I was like, dude, you really are going to go there over our basically a grown man's version of a Barbie doll? Because that's essentially what you're doing. You're saying, well...
They're action figures.
Like, it's like saying that Malibu Stacy's better than Barbie. They're both a toy. Comments down below, who's better? Anyway. I don't know. But I probably just started some shit down in the comments, didn't I?
What's up with gets more comments, who cares?
Oh, comments, people.
But seriously, some people just take
it's like the immersions, guys, dude. Immersion.
I buy only 100% real military surplus gear from some sketchy dude in a blacked out van.
I hate that crap. I will say this, man. We know some people with some real, like, real high dollar airsoft guns, like scary high dollar airsoft guns. And you're like, and we walk up and we're like, hey, we just did this thing to the gun. They're like, oh, cool. Can I take a couple shots? And they go to the gun. Dude, that feels real good. And these are guys that have like $1,000 guns.
And it's like, here, try mine. And you get it in your hand and like, well, this is a BB shooting Ferrari.
And you're just like,
and it's like, oh yeah, I just got this today, straight from whatever random country in Eastern Europe. And it's like,
oh, okay. And they're just like,
it's like, oh yeah. And then you look at the trademarks and it's in another language. And you're just like, huh.
No, and then...
Cool. But it is cool because...
Dude. Back from intermission.
Yeah. Basically, the people that spend a ton of money on guns, most of them brag about it. Like, they bought it just to say, oh, I have this super expensive gun.
Yeah.
Some of them can't shoot with a shit. And some of the guys that have the really nice guns shoot just fine, but they don't consistently brag about how much they spent on the gun. Just because you spend more money on a gun does not mean it's better.
Yeah, you can spend all the money in the world on your airsoft gun, your little BB gat, but the fact of the matter is at the end of the day, if you don't know what the hell you're doing, if you can't shoot, you're not going to buy your way into being better on the airsoft field.
Yeah.
That's why we suck at this. If there was a miracle cure, we're just like, we're going to drop like $3,000 and be the best airsofters on the field, I would do it.
$3,000?
Dude, whatever. If you could like plus 30 your DPS on the field.
Did you just say plus 30 DPS?
You know what that is, right?
Damage per second.
Yeah, how many dudes you can kill per second?
And we're like... And that's why Airsoft has become popular recently, because it's a real-life video game.
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, do you got anything else?
Were you still going to talk about brand bashing?
I mean, I don't understand the brand bashing thing. I really don't. I don't understand how somebody goes out and essentially spends a ton of money on a Barbie doll or buys a certain brand of Barbie doll, and I'm keeping with the Barbie reference. Seriously, comments down below. Malibu, Stacy, or Barbie. Anyway, and it's going to happen. Malibu, Stacy, or Barbie right now. Or G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe's cool too. Whatever. Didn't have a Corvette, though. But anyway, I don't understand why people spend all this money on these Barbie dolls and think that one is... It immediately increases their status on the field.
I'm a computer. Old 80s G.I. Joe mess-ups. Ugh.
But yeah, your gun does not equal status on the field. And there are a lot of guys like that. I've met a couple people out on our local field. They're not common players. They show up once in a while, and they sit there and they want to talk about how people are afraid of my gun. Nobody's afraid of your gun.
Excuse me while I go get my 11-1 and my Crytac mag and my RPK and see who's more afraid of what.
No, it's not. Oh, no, they definitely would out. They definitely would have put you in.
Is it the...
It was one of the HP... No, this was a guy. I don't think you weren't there that day.
Probably not.
But he had something that was stupid high rate of fire. We could go. I think it was an LMG of some sort. But yeah, he was... There are people that just get out there and there's people are afraid of my... Dude, nobody's afraid of your BB gun. Nobody... and they're not... And I get what they're saying. They're saying people don't like to move when I bust this thing out. I get it. But, like... It's how they talk. It's the rest of the context of the conversation that just makes me go, really, dude? Really? No. And then I have this gun, and this gun's really good, and it's how they talk, and it's like their status on the field has been increased, and I get to a point in my head where I just tune out and I don't even listen anymore because I'm like, oh, you're trying to impress me, and what you don't understand is I don't actually care. Nobody thinks you're super awesome because you happen to have a certain airsoft gun or because you spent a certain amount of money, unless you have an M134 minigun.
Yeah.
The M1, You roll up with an M134 status for days.
Yeah.
For days.
Even the M132, kind of.
Those are cool, but I've seen those a lot, actually.
Yeah.
A lot of people drop
That's because they're a more affordable 134.
A lot more affordable. And I think that's kind of where brand bashing comes from. Is I think it's no different than dudes that get super lifted trucks, and they are spotless
With street tires.
Yeah. So this is Bill. He is from Project Mayhem. I do link him in the description of all my videos down below, Facebook and YouTube, which I think I have to fix the link on, but it'll be fixed. I did?
You have to fix it.
Okay, yeah. So, but regardless, Project Mayhem Airsoft on YouTube. Type it in. Go subscribe to him. Give him some love. Check out his meme-filled airsoft gameplay videos.
We pretty much record games at the same time, so if you watch one of his, more than likely within the next couple of days I will have my perspective of said game.
And that's the other side of it too, is a lot of times you'll see us in each other's videos and talking and all that. And yeah, go give him some love and, you know, like and subscribe and follow him on Facebook and all that. And my name's Royce. I am your runner. Don't forget to like, comment, do it. And subscribe down below. I hope you guys like our senseless babble. We're both out of it tonight.
Yeah.
If you made it through this video, more power to you, because I'm not sure we were going to.
If you've made it to this point, comment down below how concerned you are with Royce's Barbie doll obsession.
It's a good obsession.
If you don't end this video with Barbie girl playing in the background, you need to. You have to do that now.
That's copyright.
Not if you play like... Well, no. Find a non-copyright remix.
Later.
I know what I'm doing.
We're out.